interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Remember, as they try to run the ball down here, Charles, this is the number 2 rush defense in the league.
So do you accept the challenge up front? Do you get your offensive line together, get your tight end in the ball game and say, I don't care that they're number 2. Let's go ahead and show them that we can run the ball anyway.
And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Gold with the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0.
Falcons, nothing. Robbie Gold, kicking off for San Francisco.
So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
First off, let me talk my. Got a couple things I gotta cross off my list. How you insomniac for sleeping on my. It's a bad soundtrack, read the script. Born in the motherland, headed straight down to the south. Tennessee mornings with pops, working 3 jobs. I knew that they struggled to get it, that's why I wanted to get it. That embedded, you get it, treat it like the law. And I'ma need commission for this hit. Lance laid the canvas and I painted over it. I don't need a vision board to show you I'm betting on myself, count the chips. Got it. Made some choices for a profit. That's my logic. I'ma take it to the coffin, just being honest. Try to sink my ship like Titanic and leave me with Jack. Hope I be panicking, but I rose to the top. Isn't it funny that the is built like a Maserati, yoga folding like origami? What? I walk the walk, I talk the talk, I be saying what I want. When I had no deposit, closet was looking real bare. Now I made a deposit, my closet's looking super rare. Drove it really far. Crazy how did just happen, wishing on a star. It's a celebration, I ain't talking Mardi Gras. With a little patience, you'll be eating Budokan. What you want? What you want?
The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the San Francisco 49ers and the Atlanta Falcons. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Come on, set!
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know the securing the point of attack, especially against the big body guys in the middle of this team, has got to be priority
1. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
On the set! Red! Watch the sticks.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. That'll be taken in by Demir Bird. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll set up a throw. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. We're able to get the completion, but unfortunately not able to get the 3rd down conversion there on that play.
And I like how the defense approached that one. They knew where the 1st down marker was, and they decide whatever you want to have, you can. You're just not going to get the 1st down. Excellent tackling right there.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago, add in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling their gain on the run there. Now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the 1st down.
This is McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Slot man moves right. Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage and mixed traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Man open, that's Ray McCloud. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now a run with McCaffrey. And he's got it to about the 40.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And the slot man goes in motion left. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. A give running left. It's McCaffrey. And some space here. Fights through it. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one 28 yards on the ground.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now a give, right side McCaffrey. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Here's McCaffrey, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming in.
And they allow right to the line of scrimmage. Linebackers keep those shoulders square so they go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
4th down field goal try coming, so Lance is off, and on comes Robbie Gould.
From 28 yards out. The kick by Gould is good, and the 49ers take a 3-0 lead.
Well, both teams kind of feeling each other out here. Now after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals. But they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
And the 49ers will take over possession here up at the 44.
Well, it certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for him. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. On play action, Lance. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Lance. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. He'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Red, Bro, 52. Go pink. Blaster, 6.
Now back to throw. And it's caught. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Black. Red.
Patterson, touchdown, Falcons.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point seeding.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Shot, 17.
On the the ground, McCaffrey. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you're a true hybrid. Linebacker, cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
Watch out now. 50 series. Check you.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
Off of play action, here's Lance. Throw left side, McCaffrey's got it. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. Tried to drop it in there, but it's intercepted. Picked up by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Well, that's kind of one of those we saw developing and had interception written on it from the second that ball left his hand.
And if you're going to throw a floater like that, it really only works if you're leading a tight end on a flag route or something to the corner of the end zone. If you're going to throw a ball like that to the sideline, you're just giving the defender way too much time to make a read on it, step in, and make the play.
And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
Let's go. Steal, black. Ready?
2nd and 11. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. Short completion, just 4 yards. And 3rd and 8 now.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done. 23 yards on the play.
Although he's picked at the Desmond was actually the 2nd quarterback drafted in 2022. Might not have that first-round label, but we saw him make plenty of first-round throws while at the University of Cincinnati. He's a quick thinker, reads defense as well, and with all he led the Bearcats to, the Falcons also know they picked up a proven winner.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Niners are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
They have been struggling to put points on the board so far. And while you don't want to lump it all on the rookie quarterback, he's definitely the root cause. And all rookies, they have those learning experiences in their first year. What they're hoping for is that he can learn on the fly, work through his struggles against his defense, and at the same time, still find a way to put them in a position to win.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Black open. Wing back. Red cycle. Blue striker.
To throw, it's Lance. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Now McCaffrey off right tackle. But he's going to be marked down very close to the first down marker, but it looks like he's a yard short. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down forthcoming.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. 4th down field goal try coming, so Lance is off, and on comes Robbie Gould. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. The kick by Gould is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it. And he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Here we go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. From out of his end zone, it's Avery Williams. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And, Charles, they got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
That's to the speedster, Olamide Zaccheaus. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain of 28 yards there and give him the first down.
Black shot.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That'll be caught downfield by Bird. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 25-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw, escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
They'll look to throw again. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Flag 2. Flag 6. 6. Mega. Black Ultra.
Back to throw again. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Cordero Patterson. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Falcons take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is up to 8. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 63 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Looking to throw on second down. Lance, he'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for it. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Throwing now is Lance. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting them back on the sack. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is taken at about the 14. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it will be Falcon football. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why?
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Wait.
Here's 2nd and 8. Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the 49ers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45.
Block it, stick. Claw red. Black shot. Cut.
Throwing on first down is Lance. And this is caught at the 20. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Hey, don't do it.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 76 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Pretty big plays there back-to-back to begin this drive, and now they're already on the edge of the end zone.
Yeah, 1st and goal, and it's time for me to pay off those big guys up front. The only way they want to see the ball in the air is on a toss or a pitch. They want to run it into the end zone and show true dominance as they've exhibited in this drive.
And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
2nd and goal from the 1. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Elijah Mitchell, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Niners are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. And incomplete incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Yellow, blue.
Looking to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And he is going to be swarmed in the backfield again as he ran into a wall. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
And cycle. Check pitch. Opposite. 3. Strike. Strike.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. You talk about a big kick under pressure in the 4th quarter. I mean, that wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was long distance.
Not only does it show the faith that they have in him, but also remember, if they'd missed that one, they're giving up the ball near midfield, so they had to be very confident that he was going to put that one through the post.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup, trailing in the final quarter. Obviously, they'd love a touchdown, but 3 would suffice. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the 49ers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. To the 43, 2nd down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Now a play fake. Lance. He's got a man. Complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7. And the 49ers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you said, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk there to make the grab. And the 49ers will add to their 4th quarter lead. Gold with the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game.
Niners 23, Falcons 14. Robbie Gould kicking off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Nick Bosa, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
I think every player in the NFL would want to come back from injury, as Nick Bosa did last season. 15.5 sacks, 4th in the NFL, after playing in only 2 games the prior season due to a knee injury.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Red, yellow, gold, pink. Smash, red. 52 blaster.
Back to throw. Complete to Zacchaeus. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Ball red.
Third down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Hodge. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 4th and 15. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. From the 44 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flushed it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Nick Bosa in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through.